is good, Yugi Tubers? This is NeoNexudus here. Video of my locals winning Volcanic deck. But yeah, this card right here, it does some silly plays. So yeah, 3 rounds in Swiss. Went 2-1. Only losing to Yosenju because they opened first turn macro, and then like round 2 they opened first turn mistake. So I was just like really sad. Then I proceeded to go on and beat Light Sworn and well, double Light Sworn. So I beat double Light Sworn, going 2-1, entering the top 8, and then I go against Necros, which I beat 2-1. It ends up going into time, and then it went to turns, and I won on life points, which was really awesome. And then I won against Gear, which I won 2-1. And then I went against Light Sworn in the final. I won 2-0. So yeah, 3 Light Sworn decks, 1 Yosenju, 1 Gear, 1 Necros. But yeah, enough about that. Into the deck. Just move all this over. Right, okay. We have 3 Volcanic Rockets. Volcanic Rocket, you just normal summon it, or special summon it, or flip summon it, and it adds you essentially this card. All you do is search for this card with Rocket. It adds it from deck or graveyard to hand, which is really good. And I've got some lovely supers. Volcanic Counter. I cannot tell you how good this card was. This card was just amazing. I really wish I ran more than one. But I only ran the one. Probably a note for next time. Because I didn't like Summon a Monk in the deck. I used it like maybe once, twice. And most of the time it was just dead. So I might put in another Volcanic Counter. So yeah, this, you banish it from your graveyard when you take battle damage. It's mandatory, you don't get to choose. And your opponent takes the same amount of damage that you do. So it can really secure you some games, and it really helped me out today. 3 Volcanic Scattershot, the heart blood of the deck. Heart, life and blood. Whatever. But basically what this does is, when it's sent to the graveyard, you burn your opponent for 500. And when it's sent to the graveyard via a Blaze Accelerator card, you get to not only burn your opponent for 500, but you burn 500 for each Scattershot. And when it's sent via a Blaze Accelerator card, it sends 2 other copies of itself from the deck to the graveyard as well, or hand and deck to graveyard. So, you know, that is just really good, just to Raigeki your opponent's monsters. That's essentially what it does, and inflicts 1500 damage. So that was amazing. Volcanic Shell, just food for your accelerator. You pay 500 life points, you get another one to your hand. Yeah. I played 1 tech Volcanic Doomfire. I summoned it like once when I didn't really need to, just for, you know, because I could. But although I didn't use him, I probably won't cut him from the deck, because he is just a 3k beat stick that dark holes your opponent's field when he destroys an opponent's monster, and all the opponent's monsters have to attack him as well. So, you know, being a 3k beat stick, even if you pitch him off a reload, you can recycle him with Royal Firestorm guards to put him back in the deck. So, being a pyro, just really good. Nice bit of extra damage. Speaking of Royal Firestorm guards, we've got 3 lovely gold rares. What this does is, it's a pot of avarice for your cards. It recycles 4 pyros in the graveyard into the deck, allows you to draw 2. And then like off that, I would go Duality, reveal some more cards, add another card to hand, play Blaze Accelerator Reload, draw another card, and then like Magic Plant up the Blaze Accelerator for another 2 cards. So there was just so much drawing involved. But this card does get really cloggy early game, which is really annoying. So I might cut him down to 2. And then obviously 2 Summoner Monk, which I really didn't like. I know it's there to get you to your rocket really early, but I just never really wanted to use it. So yeah. Onto the spells. 3 Pot of Duality to sieve through your deck. Really good. 2 Magic Planter. Send a face-up spell trap card to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. 2 of those. 2 MST. 3 MST for the Floodgates. 1 Snatch Steal. I won gains because of Snatch Steal. Raigeki, because, you know, yeah, we run Raigekis in the form of Scattershot, but sometimes it's just really nice to Raigeki the opponent's field. Like today, I went against Adam Hammond and his Gear Gears, and he went first turn Thunder King. I had Raigeki in hand and a Volcanic Rocket. I was like, Raigeki, Volcanic Rocket, search. It was just really handy. Foolish Burial to send your counter, send a shell, whatever you need into the graveyard. And then Tech Bookman, which was so goddamn handy, especially against Decree. It's like, book, fuck you. I actually won a game. Once again, in time, it was against Adam Hammond. I knew he ran white taps in the deck, and it was he had the last turn. And if he'd got the tack in with Thunder King, he would have won. But, like, I Bookamooned it, and therefore I won on life points, which was really awesome. I did have a Mirror Force face down, but like I didn't want to risk it just in case he white tapped and I lost because of it, so I just played Bookamoon, which is a safer play. Then onto the traps. You got 3 Blaze Accelerator Reload. This card is just phenomenal. You discard a Volcanic, and then you draw 1. And then when this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it to send a Volcanic from your deck to the graveyard. Important note, I found out, apparently you cannot activate Volcanic Scatter Shell's Raigeki effect with the second effect of Reload because of the fact of Scatter Shots being sent by an effect, not for an effect. You know, the effects, you're not sending Scatter Shot for the activation of the effect of Accelerator. You're sending it to the graveyard by Blaze Accelerator's effect because it's from an effect, not for an effect. Apparently it doesn't trigger, which is really bollocks. But, you know, this card is just still really good. Then I played 3 Fiendish Chains. Oh my god. Fiendish Chain was just so godly all day. Much breakthrough skill. This card is just amazing. It's food for your Magic Planters, it stops effects, it stops attacks, it just saved my lot all fucking day. It's just amazing! And then our other continuous spell, trap card rather, triple Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's is really good. I never realised how good a card it was. It is really flimsy, you know, you do sort of have to plan around what you're going to activate whilst you have Vanities on the field. But Vanities is just really good, you know. I did sometimes side out 1 Vanities, which wasn't too bad, but like 3 Vanities, because obviously 3 Vanities, 3 Chains, 3 Accelerators, so you got 9 targets for your 2 Magic Planters, so that's pretty awesome. I did have to like MST it and twister it a couple of times today, just so I can, you know, set some other stuff, because your back row gets really clogged up. 2 Mirror Force. This card, it won me the tournament. I'm not even gonna lie, it won me the tournament. I'd like Mirror Face Up, which he negated his JD's effect, and so he wasted 1,000. Then he went balls deep and attacked with JD and like another monster, and I went Mirror Force. Fuck you. So Mirror Force was just really good all day. Might potentially put it up to 3. And then 1 Bottomless, because Bottomless is just Bottomless. It's a really good card. Can't complain. It's a staple. Moving on to the side deck. I ran 2 Fire Hand, and I just dropped the other one. 2 Fire Hand and 2 Ice Hand. Didn't actually use these guys today, but I figured they're pretty good for like extra removal. And obviously Royal Fire Storm Guards can recycle your Fire Hand. Twister, which I started in almost every single match. It was pretty good. It's good for helping out with their Floodgate cards. Things like Decree and you know, Vanities. If you really want Twister or Vanities, you can, but sometimes it's necessary. But Twister was just really good. You know, just got me out of lots and lots and lots of jams. Double Mind Crush. This card was really good as well. I didn't use it against Necros, but I used it against Gear, and I already knew through a previous Mind Crush, because I opened Double Mind Crush, that he had a Gear armor in his hand. And so next turn I went Mind Crush after he drew Gear armor, and he had just drawn into the second Gear armor, which was just so damn funny. So he lost his entire hand. Double Light Mirror. There is one guy who plays Satellas down at the locals, and there was 3 Light Sworn players, and I played Light Sworn in the final. So Light Mirror really helped. I would side Shadow Mirror if I was going to a bigger event for B8 and Shadows, but no one at our locals plays any Dark Monsters, and obviously it conflicts with Summoner Monk, but Monk might actually have to come out. I played 2 Imperial Iron Wall to stop banishing, because obviously I hate Macro and D-Fisher with this deck. I need all my targets to go to the grave for Royal Stomp Guards and to trigger their effects. And it also hurts a bit against Necros as well, so they can't banish their shit for summonings. And it was okay. It wasn't brilliant, but I probably would keep it in because Macro and D-Fisher are things. And I've got 2 Mind Drain, basically in there for the Necros matchup, because they all revolve around effects in the hand. Sometimes I side it in against Light Sworn so that they drop Honest and Max Season things, but eh. And then 1 Mistake, because I only own 1 and I needed a card, and Mistake was good. It slowed down Necros so much. I was quite happy with it, to be honest. So yeah, and then the extra deck, I used it a lot more than I thought I would. Heartland Drago, didn't make it. Anti-Luminescent Knight, didn't make it. Reckoning Zero, didn't make it. Onrock, made it once. Black Ship, made it once. Mirror Ghost, didn't make it. Castell, made it once. Didn't make Direwolf, didn't make Exton. Didn't actually use my 2 Lavalvo chains, which is a shame because I have 2 secrets. The Augusta Emerald, didn't actually use it. Dweller, didn't use it. Cowboy, didn't use it. And Rhapsody and Berserker, as I like to call him, Bohemian Rhapsody. I actually pulled this super from my Astral Pack, which was really nice. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Check out me, check out Dark Magician 84, check out Dark Nacelle 1989, check out Kalo Shade. Just check out all my Yugi bros out there.